Good day, everybody. This is Kevin Hogan coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota, getting ready to head to the other side of the world yet again. This trip is going to be, where are we going now? We're going to Italy next week. Control. We've talked about control briefly in the 7 Magic Words of Persuasion, which is one of the I think that's maybe 400,000 people have watched that video. It's so strong. It's so helpful in understanding what triggers people and what causes people to actually do things. But one thing we know for sure about almost every single human being, not everyone, but 98%, is that they want a greater sense of control. So if you're at the office and you're talking with the manager over there, whether this is your subordinate or a superior, you make minor adjustments in the languaging, right? You say, John, I sense that you want, not need, because he doesn't need anything, all right? He doesn't need anything. John, I sense that you want a little bit more control over this situation. Why? Before he thinks I'm saying he's not competent. Why? Because I know you want things to work out better here at the office. Wow. I know that he wants a better sense of control over things here so things work out better for the office. That is a real, beautiful hypnotic language pattern. But if it's gentle and you allow the fact that you understand that this person needs a greater sense of control, and the reason is for the greater good. Okay, that's for the greater good. It has to be that. Because if they're perceived to be negative in any light whatsoever, no good. It's terrible, right? All right, so I know that you must need, I know that you must want a greater sense of control over the hiring situation here at the office, and all you get is the first interview in the testing process, and you don't get a chance to get that second interview and get your, it's got to be frustrating. I'm sure you see the perfect candidate and then somebody screws it up for you. I totally get it. Makes sense, right? Because we know that people want to have control over the things that they're good at and the things that they're terrible at too. In other words, we want a sense of greater control over pretty much everything that happens around us. Because when things are out of control, we lose everything. The hurricane comes through, the tornado is there, and it just goes whoosh, and everything is gone. Another hypnotic language pattern that I think is very beautiful is that I can sense that there is some tension in some part of your family, yeah? You don't have to tell me what it is. And this is really important. You don't have to tell me what it is. In other words, you're just literally pushing it away with your hands. It's like you're putting it down. You don't have to tell me what it is. Now, of course, now that you've said you don't have to tell me what it is, this is when people generally say, oh no, it's fine. You know, my brother is driving me crazy, and they'll go on and on and on and on. So you're basically saying, I know there's some tension in, I'm sure there's some tension in some part of your family where, and if you don't want to tell me, I mean, don't feel like you have to do that, because you don't. And now the person feels compelled to tell you because you understand. And none of these other people here, out of the thousands of people that work here at the building or that are here for the event or for whatever reason, you're talking one-on-one with somebody, just a friend. Tension in some part of the family? Yeah? Anything you want to share? Don't have to. As soon as you tell people they don't have to, you're pushing all of it away. You took all of the resistance that was there to your knowledge and you just erased all of it, 100%. You don't have to, it's fine. And then almost 100% of the people will now share what they're concerned about, the tension in their family with you. Another really cool hypnotic language pattern is a person that's experiencing overwhelm, or that you can just tell by the fact that their desk has papers all the way to the top, or that their little to-do list on the counter downstairs is a mile long and everybody wants something. Kev, you are working probably harder than you ever have in your life right now. True? That'd be tough to deny that. It'd be very tough to deny that. Working on promoting an event where? In Romania, working on promoting an event in Turkey, working on promoting an event in Poland, working on the new website, which is going to be live in about a month, working on getting clients taken care of and making sure that they're all okay, making sure that everybody's good in the inner circle. And hey, Kev, it looks like to me you are working harder than you ever have. How can I help? Wow, somebody recognized it, they saw it. This is like the second coming. I'm overwhelmed by their understanding of me being overwhelmed, and they're not asking for something else on top of on the big stack of papers. They are actually offering to help me. It might be something as simple as, can I get you a drink of water? Can I sit down and talk to you for 15 minutes? Awesome, huh? One other hypnotic language pattern that I think is really cool is what happens when we look in the mirror. As you go over here every morning, go into the restroom, we all have a mirror in the bathroom, and we look in the mirror and we see flaws. We see flaws and defects. And a lot of people, about half the people on planet Earth, put on makeup. And then they see fewer flaws and defects. But they still see flaws and defects. Wish this was different, wish that was different, wish this was different. Pretty much everybody. I've talked with people who are professional models. They feel the exact same thing that you do. Really. 9.9, and they're thinking the exact 10.0, and they're thinking the same thing you are. I sense that you are concerned about your appearance. Concern, not scared, not worried, not worried. Worried is an emotion. Concern means that you have an intellectual interest. It's like skeptical. Okay? So I sense that you are concerned about your appearance. Can I offer a suggestion? Sure. Don't be. You look great. Now, who is the best person on the planet right now? That would be you. Okay? Right? This makes total sense, yeah? Because this person, you know factually that they're concerned about their appearance. You can tell that they're like trying to get things all just so and make sure that everything looks good, and they're going to try to present their best self going forward. Unless there's something really wrong, like there's a big white piece of lint here, or their hair is really out of place. I mean, yeah, fix their hair. But the fact of the matter is that people need to have confidence and certainty as they walk out of the restroom into the office, talking to the wife or the husband or to the kids. They want to be looking as good as they possibly can when somebody comes to the door or they go to the office. They want to know that they have their best self presented forward. And you can tell that this pattern is necessary when the person is checking out their appearance, when they're doing this, right? When they're all of these things like this, right? Okay, just like I bet you that made a noise there. It bothers me that probably made a noise, right? Oh, but with scratches and stuff. Kev, I bet you're concerned that made a noise. Actually, now I'm not, but I would have been wondering if, like, you're always wondering if your microphone's going to cause a little scratchy noise, right? So everything is fine. It's all okay. You're good. This is how you create calm in people. It's how you show that you have more insight into them than any other human being in their life, anybody they've ever met. Just use the hypnotic language patterns of psychic power that are on these 2 videos, and you will not only change their life and make them feel more connected to you than they do just about anybody in the world. Your level of charm and charisma explodes through the roof. It goes higher than high. And you have control then over your environment and the ability to help these people in your world feel better. Cool? Okay, guys, that's it. Have a great day. I'll see you here next time.